Good parking space. About a 2.5 hour drive. We're gonna put the boots on Hehuan Mountain.
You want to take an egg?
Perhaps. Here's the trailhead. The car is right there. Nice. Great weather.
Yeah, the west peak is the farther one.
Oh, so we're going to the north.
Yes.
Alrighty.
Only 2 kilometers, so it's 1.5 hours. Round trip, maybe 2.5 or 3.
We're out of the shrubbery and into the more exposed Hehuanjianshan北峰. Heading up there. Is this the one with the power thing?
Yeah, over the hill.
Okay. There's another person.
Coming down. They're coming down.
Yeah. Wow, there they are. Can you guys see them?
It's just right behind that tree.
What a tadza.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I'm about to sit my ass down on this 0.8K. We have 1.2 left. If you guys were wondering why in previous episodes that I was getting worried about getting a sun hoodie, this is the reason. Yeah, it really helped.
Oh, good.
Yeah, long sleeves, but it's really thin. It's hot at places, but if you get to these lookouts like this, there's nice breezes blowing through. Do you have your altimeter handy?
Oh, my watch doesn't have an altimeter.
Okay, will you hold this?
Yeah. Okay.
This way. Yeah, let me see what we're at. 10,444.
Ooh.
But our ascent was 757.
We started.
Our total ascent from the car.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So almost 1,000.
Yeah, you're rounding up a lot. Okay. You got views in both directions here. Nearly 360-degree views. There's the famous panel. There's the famous JC. The sign says we have a half hour to go from this point, and we were already an hour into the hike. I'm running low. I just have this water. And then we go back down and resupply for our next peak after that one. So today is, we're not doing the west.
Nope.
And we got clouds are rolling in. Looks worse than it is, I think, though. Because over here, and look at that, that's probably a smog line, unfortunately. Yeah. That's like a side thing if you want to go to that.
No, there's a no entry down there.
Oh.
I don't think we're supposed to go in there.
Oh. Let me check.
Probably do.
Yeah. And then people probably go to that pond down that way.
Yeah. I think that's open, but there's closed.
All right, so we're going that way. Looks like a steep section up at the top there. There's a pond. JC went that way. I'm at the peak. North Peak. Where are you going to cut over? Here? Okay. Get over here. They're going to take our picture. Hello.
Yeah.
Triangulation point.
Well, there's plenty of space. How about over there?
Okay.
We are on the top of the
North Peak
North Peak.
at
and,
Hehuan
Yeah,
Mountain.
the West Peak is quite far over that way. It would probably be like an 8-hour return hike. So instead of just heading straight down the mountain, we're going to Tianlun, I think. Yeah, it took us about 2 hours to get up here.
Yeah. It was nice. You've been up here. This is your third time.
Yeah, I think it's my third, possibly my fourth. So I've been up here with my wife, and I've been up here at least 2 times on my own.
Yeah.
So
But
with
not
you,
to the pond.
not to the pond.
Yeah.
No.
Have you gone up to the board?
Oh, well, you saw the sign, right?
Yeah.
So
Well, it looks like you can go. There's no sign going from the back way.
yeah, but
But it's just all it is a big.
it's a big sign.
Looks like a big billboard.
But it's
what is
it's
like
cell
for
phone.
cell phone
reflecting
tower
or panel. I don't know
panel.
what you call
Yeah,
it.
reflecting panel. Yeah,
We saw those on Dongmao too.
that's right. Part of Guguan. The heroes, which we have done.
Oh,
we have
hello.
completed. There's some peeps.
Hi.
Hello.
Are you going to the West Peak?
Oh, we just walked for a while and but we're not sure.
Really?
We thought it would take much longer up here, but it doesn't take so long.
Not too bad.
So, and we have to hitch back, so
Oh, okay. Okay.
we want to get down a good time.
Oh,
fun.
yeah.
It's lovely, eh?
Yeah, it's
great.
beautiful.
See you.
See ya. Have a good one.
Yeah, you too.
You can drone on if you want.
You're not interested?
I'm just kidding. Not interested in getting a drone.
Yeah. You're not interested.
Not really. They just look like a lot of trouble, and you smash them into a cliff, and you know,
Not that bad.
I don't know. I'll try to zoom in on it.
I think that's the one we saw. Trail.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
Because this one is closer.
Last resort water if we need it. If I caught a fish. We got some more water.
I wonder how deep it is.
You want to check? I knew that was going to be the next joke for one of us. So the stream, which we drank from, was in that tree line. A little swig. And according to Jesse's map, we should be able to hook up with the original trail that we went up to North Peak with. Right?
Yes, it's straight ahead.
It's likely this might have been forested at one time. You can see they were logging. There's still like wire wrapped around some of these. Metal over here too. We came from there. We're on the trail less traveled by.
Still a trail. Let's travel.
Are you looking at the map or what?
Yep, we're still on the trail.
Cool. I'm not getting any closer than that to the drop off, and my car is right around there.
Do you want to stop at that place and use the bathroom?
Yeah, okay.
If we stay too long, stop too long, then probably our window would disappear.
No, we don't. We'll just grab a bite and see if we can find parking closer to another trail.
I think the only
Bit of a lodge here. Down below, there's like a restaurant and a picnic area. No parking, but I'm kind of just, since I'm with the car, I don't think it matters too much because I have room for people to get in and out of these spaces. But a lot of the parking lots are closed for some reason. What's different from the last time I came is the parking lots you now have to pay, except for this one. There's some street parking, which we got obviously, but you got to get here early. We got the best parking space. It was so awesome. Sun hoodie really came in big time. and also my knee braces. But I should have done like JC and wore long pants, because we took a loop down to what we thought was a bigger lake than what we saw. But we ended up walking through narrow paths, almost bushwhacking through rhododendrons. And I kind of scratched up my knees a little bit. And then I had to keep moving my knee braces up and down for sun protection. Luckily, JC gave me some SPF stuff. Pretty exposed. There were a lot of people who started a lot later than we did, and they were just going up in t-shirts, and we're like, you're gonna get burnt. We have enough water in the vehicle for our resupply, but I had to borrow some. And I finished JC's Supao as well. You gotta have enough fluids for the North Peak. A liter is probably not enough on a sunny day. It's cool up here, but in the sun, it was hot enough to melt my ice bottle. Glad I brought this shell as well. Let's check out this map. This one's only 784 meters. Sherman. North Peak, we just did that one. 2K, it's deceiving though, it's pretty steep. We might be able to do this one. JC and I have done that before. This main peak looks easier. Where's the hard one? It's not on here. West Peak. The problem with doing main peak is that there's no parking nearby, and you end up walking on the road with no shoulder, and there's turns and those cabbage trucks coming at you and motorcycles flying. And then if the fog rolls in, you're dead. I said JC would say I'm catastrophizing. We've decided that these are the most poorly designed benches. They have pretty good views.
Yeah, good.
If
Can't fault the view.
Yeah, if that cloud wasn't there, that would be so awesome. Or that guy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here comes the sun. Doo doo doo. Here comes. That was totally unplanned. We just knew that that's what we were gonna sing.
Unfortunately, I had a banana in my mouth.
And I don't have my guitar.
Much more comfortable.
He's found the way to use the bench. Sit on the top of it. But it is a longer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
this is just
here.
like if you sit straight. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's very uncomfortable.
Well, this is for kids, and this is for adults.
Okay, Daddy. There's the Songxue Lodge, Qilai Shan, and we're gonna check out the trailhead of Xiaoqilai. We met an Australian and a Czech,
A Czech.
right?
Yes, that's right. He was pretty quiet.
Yeah, they seemed like pretty seasoned travelers, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, she said a month. She's been spending a month in Taiwan.
Oh, darn.
Oh, it's just a normal bird.
Yeah, but those things are really nice. He flew away.
Got some more water ponds down there.
More ponds. I have a new look. I got my Fjallraven on. I'm sticking out in the fog. This before, but we started from there. That's the East Peak.
Yep.
Yeah, that's where you can see the ski lift.
Yep.
The defunct ski lift.
Yep.
It looks like they're working on this structure. Shanghai Czech had like a retreat here.
But that's Shui, right?
Yeah. Last time we walked down and we checked out that map, but we just didn't go in. Oh yeah, so we're just gonna do that.
1.4K. Xiaoqilai. Yeah. Okay, that should be okay.
Yeah, this is completely different from the other hike. It's a little bit easier than our first hike. There were even kids on this one. All right, go ahead. JC is contemplating how many people touched that and smoothed it out. Millions.
Millions.
Yeah. We got some ropes. This is turning out to be a nice little second peak.
Yeah.
From that side, it looks like an 8.
Look more carefully.
Okay. We were thinking we were on the wrong. It really
Over
looks
this
like an
side is
8.
1.3. Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
All right. Okay, so we have 1/10 to go to the top. Oh, wow, clearing. And we still have nice views. We made it. Second peak of the day. But this is just the beginning of somebody who wants to do that. There's no camping signs. Nice. Give me the skinny of what the sign said.
Oh,
What's
we are
the
on
quick?
top of Mount Qilai.
Yeah.
Actually, we're on West Peak. No, I'm kidding.
Shut up. Could run into a little baby, whatever that is.
It's a
A sambar deer.
sambar deer.
I wasn't recording. You have to do that again.
Oh, blinded by rainbows.
And fog. You can do a better jagger than that. I've heard it.
I guess I'm tired.
I think it's the altitude. If we would continue, that would be the trailhead for the big bad boy. So here, you need your permit, boys and girls. Without that, you will get a fine. There's a legit 1.4K. And then the trail goes on off into the mist.
Look, I would like to make a
Public service announcement.
public service announcement. I mean, this is an awesome place, but there's just no place to sit.
You could sit on that stone.
It's kind of
There's one over there.
okay.
I wonder what these signs said, you know? There's these metal posts. There's one there, and there's one over there. Stacy figured it out. He said maybe it was a gate. I think you were right. We did have a gate here, and they got tired of policing it.
Yeah. Or it just fell down.
Throw it to me. Let me see if I can catch it. If I miss it, I'll eat it. No, okay, no, I better not. There's too much. No, don't do it. I was so lazy, I just didn't feel like walking over to you. But it was worth it. Look what it looks like when it's in season. The rhododendron. Mount Qilai can be seen towering in the distance. Ta-da! If the fog didn't roll in, this is what we could have seen. 8月 100 peaks of Taiwan. Go ahead, rub it in. We nearly turned around at 1.3.
We nearly turned around.
This is pretty cool. On the way to the Xiaolai, not Xiaolai, the what? Xiaoqilai. We went through a dense black forest of Taiwan white fir. You know what? We got our share of views today, didn't we?
Indeed.
That first climb was spectacular.
Yeah.
Absolutely wonderful.
You mean up West Peak?
You got it now. Oh, no, you didn't. It's north. It's...
No, I've got you believing it's West Peak.
I know. North Peak is the one we did.
You said yes.
Until 5 minutes later when I changed my mind.
Oh, now it's in the peak, but it's on that hill. Can you see something sticking out?
No. Oh, I see him over there. It's going to be dark going through that forest.
Do you have your headlamp?
No, I didn't bring it.
Okay. I think we'll be fine. It's still early out.
Yeah. Just met another couple on trail who are going to Qilai. Yeah. There's a cabin. What'd you say? You think about an hour after where we stopped?
I don't know. Yeah. It can't be that far because it's getting dark.
Yeah, that's right. Maybe they got headlamps. What am I looking for? Oh.
Is that a tree? Oh, that
yeah,
tree, right?
Why can't I make it look... It's massive, but it doesn't look... Name this plant. Do you think Trooper Wu would know?
Probably. Let me take a picture.
Yeah, beautiful. Old man's beard is not so beautiful. Old man's beard. Hello.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi. We look kind.
We look kind.
Yeah. People are rather talkative.
Yeah. 90%.
Yeah. They're always like, where are you from? But a lot of people like to use their English. Like that one girl we just met before this woman. She goes, 3 days. She turned around. She goes, 3 days that they're going to be doing their hike. Oh, that youthful excitement.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had a nice conversation with how many? About 20 Taiwanese, and
I don't know.
15.
Maybe 15.
They were complimenting us on how fast we did that.
Yeah.
I feel so young. They were amazed that we came from Changhua.
Yeah. One day. We're day trippers.
Daydream believer. Is that the Monkees or the Beatles?
Got a good reason for taking the easy way out.
Yeah, there it is, right in the middle of the screen. The old ski lift.
I think that's back to the 70s. Or
Yeah, I would say.
Yeah, the guy I was talking to on online, I was teaching him English, and he said that he grew up in Taichung, and when he was growing up, he would see advertisements for tour groups that went up here to ski.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can see 6. You see
Where
them?
would it start? Would it start down here? Or
Well, yeah, you get the lift
from there?
probably close to that.
And where would they ski? I mean, would they ski just to here?
Down that hill.
It's just like a couple of 100 meters.
Wow. How high is the actual hike from this sign? We can see how big the hike is, and that's probably close to what the ski run is. Maybe. Was.
Cabbage trucks. Why are they the bane of your existence?
Because they keep flying around on these roads. It's horrible.
They have to bring the cabbage to the market on time.